Alrighty. What is that square? Right. Good morning. I am currently getting ready to. Well, I was giving it some thought yesterday while I was watching stuff with Emma. Or, well, actually, it was today. It was earlier. Um, Yay, first in chat. Yes. Means you can make it frog grain, whatever you want. Alrighty. Put this. Gotta wait patiently. Also, was playing Planet Crafter while I was hanging out in a couple of places and watching some folks play some very difficult games. Have you had coffee yet? Oh, I don't. No, I'm not. I'm not a Java person. I'm a tea person, and I've got my tea. It's right here. I just need to drink it. That's all. Oh no. Oh yes. Very much. Very much a tea individual. Sorry to say. But also not sorry because think about it. If I'm drink tea, that means there's more coffee in the world for you. That's if you like coffee, of course. If you don't, then other beverages. Unless I'm also like yeah. If you also like tea, then then we share. Simple. All right, let's put these things there. Oh, there's actually no space for them there. Unfortunate. So just because I was neglectful and we didn't bother fixing any of this up yet, just gonna do it now. That pipe. Oh, can't lift anymore. Yeah, just a little bit of loot sortage. Get some stuff sorted out. Just because I've been neglectful on these few bags that are chilling here. So let's fix that. Let's not be neglectful. Hmm. Yeah, that needs to go outside. Everything in the green bag needs to be looted, and the green bag itself needs to move over there. Makes more sense to put the first aid stuff in a first aid bag. What's in here? 5 more garbage bags for my garbage bag. These things are all aesthetic stuff that can go in there. You like my floor plan? Well, I mean, we'll probably not get to enjoy it for very long, and mostly because we'll be heading out soon. I'm planning a few things, but we'll probably take a handful of nightsticks, a handful of knives. If we need to come back for some stuff, we will, but I'm planning on shutting this place down for a bit because we're going to be moving. I know we just got here, but and I still there's stuff that I want to build out here, but I need to really get started on West Point soon. Okay, these should all be empty now. Yep. That's going to be going outside. So are all of these. I want the Spiffo backpack over here. The plan is going to be to put this wrench in the Spiffo backpack along with the tire pump. Grab tire pump. All right, morning organization is done for the most part. Cabin, broccoli. Oh, it's unfortunate, but we're gonna have smaller salads. Because I don't have the variants. Like that. All right. Um. Oh yeah, I forgot. Congrats. That doesn't fit. Hello. Enjoy the frog rain. Hooray. Frog rain indeed. Alright, so let's see. You can sit there with this and this. How much fuel did you say you have? I think I can bring this with me, right? There's space. I mean, kinda. We'll just leave you there. Alright. Yeah, hopefully everybody's day's going good. My day is going fairly well to start. I got to enjoy some. Watched a show with Emma, and then after the show, we watched like some chibi Godzilla stuff, which was interesting. And then I got to watch a few other streamers for a bit. Now I'm gearing up to. Ow. I don't feel like that should have bumped in that way. Okay, that's the wrong side. Let's equip you. Thing in there. How damaged is the hood now? If it's not zero, I would be surprised. Oh, it's not zero. Okay, so I'll turn on you. Okay, let's put these here. Because I can always make more of those later, wherever we are. So it's not that big a deal right now. Anyway. It's too upbeat for 8 in the morning? I don't know. Midnight for me. Okay, we should be able to have an absolute ton of rabbits now. We can't fit any more in there. Okay. Got 7 rabbits there. Another bunch of rabbits there. A few other things I want to grab for this bag. I think 26 kitchen knives should be enough. For now. We always come back and get more if we need them. Mm. What if I really need a small kitchen knife? Might be a good point. We'll bring like maybe 5 hunting knives just in case as well. And I wanted to bring a few of each weapon, kind of. We'll bring 2 katanas. We've got a crowbar already, so we probably will find another crowbar before very long. Maybe we'll grab a few lead pipes as well, just to have them. Okay. That should be enough, right? Bring a litter opener? He doesn't need to chop down a tree. You know what? I will bring axes for that. I'm not going to bring a letter opener. Let's see. We'll bring maybe 1 axe and 3 hand axes. Sound good? I'm spoiled for choice right now, which is kind of nice. All right, that should be good for our an extra bag that we need. We're fairly good on that front. So this has been stocked for a little while. Just throw that in the passenger seat. All right. I want to shorten my commute, so sizable chunky force of zombies over here. To shorten my commute, we'll cut it in half by moving over here somewhere. Maybe we'll do the 2-story house that's here. This is a 2-story, right? That'll cut my commute in half. We've still got the farm and stuff here, and the main food sources are here. So I'm gonna want to make sure to maintain those just a little bit, but we're gonna start pushing forward now. I need to figure out where to put the... I think this is going to be where we go. And look, we've even got satellite. I need you to come with me. Come on. Keys, please. Okay. There we go. Lovely. Alright, where are we putting you? I need you to be away from the house, but in a way that's not going to cause me issues. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 20. So, like, here. Okay. So that gives me power, which is good. Need to chop down quite a few trees. This area is a little bit better. Get a little bit of a rest in. Alright, so we'll chop down all the trees that are around this house. We will set up, so I'm gonna need the axe. Need to figure out exactly where I'm going to put the traps. Thank you for the wellness check. I'm doing pretty good though. I got to enjoy some good content this morning, as well as I got to play, what was it? I played a bit more of that Planet Crafter game as well, which is pretty fun. Oh, you tried streaming? Oh yeah, it's definitely interesting. I was considering streaming it, but it's like also I wanted to kind of just get a feel for it, as well as I might play it with Emma, maybe if Emma wants to. Emma doesn't like games that are farming, like that aren't high octane. Oh, thank you very much for the raid. Hopefully you're having a good day. Hello. My day has been pretty good so far. I am currently just prepping. I need to get a rest in. This should well cover most of the areas. Let's double check though. Yeah. It should reach all the way to the door here. Yeah. Which I'm gonna go upstairs for just a moment. I'm pretty sure that this whole area should be empty. I don't need you. Probably gonna sleep in this one if I had to guess. Maybe we'll sleep in this one down here. Since you've been in this game? Oh yeah. Zomboid's one of those games that you can kind of always go back to though and enjoy. It's not like it requires your attention at all times. It's one of those, just whenever you want, come back and play some Zomboid. Oh, there's a floor stash here. Look. It doesn't have anything in it, but it's a floor stash. That's kind of cool. I didn't even see that. Barricade. Okay. That's unfortunate. Chair there. Should bring a garbage here. Time to roleplay and play with jewelry and stuff. I mean, that's generally what I do. I well, not full on roleplay, but like I do wear jewelry. See, I'm wearing quite a few things that you don't really need to be wearing. Like I've got earrings, I've got my ring, I've got my necklace. But I like those. They're things that make me smile when I because you can see them on your character. Like you can see the necklace right there. I can't zoom in any more than this without a mod, but you can see the necklace. You can see the ring if you really pay like real close attention to the hand. Just barely noticeable, but is there. Just gonna lock you. Let's saw you. Okay, how many windows do I need to board up now? Don't know. So I'll just grab all 6 planks and board all the outside windows. Okay, so I need at least 1 for that one, 2 for the other one, 2 for that one. Because right now I'm just sealing enough so that we can't see inside. That one doesn't matter nearly as much. This one does, though. Grab 3 more planks. I don't need to barricade this one all the way, but I'm gonna, just because, well, bit of symmetricalness to it as well. Did a zombie go in there? Or did I leave that open? Well, let's go find out. Because they would have had to go in here like this. No. Leave you here, put you away. Sleep. Eat some food. Alright. We'll figure out where I want to put these traps. I want to clean up the rest of the yard a little bit. This will shorten my commute by quite a lot, so that's good. So let's find out. How far do we want to go with the traps? One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay. For the best, it would be best to be. Okay, let's check. Yeah, right here. Vegetation? Nice. Okay, good. Like there. Okay. So that's where the hunting traps are going to go. It is pushed up a bit, so that could pose a problem. So I'm only going to put half of the traps there. I'm not going to put all of them because, all my eggs in one basket, I starve my character to death by accident. That's not what's going to happen. Although we do have enough food that would, if like I strung it out, like we could probably survive until the spring. I'd rather not. I'd rather be able to eat as much and or as little as I need. So let's not deal with that. Okay, so we've connected the generator. Generator's on. Other generators active. Turned you from that into a this. Okay. Is there a garbage bag in here? There it is. Nice. These things in there for now. Oops. And there we go. Oh, hey, Sketch. How you doing? How goes your stoof? Probably still grinding away in the Overwatch, yeah? Have you been playing much more PZ? I haven't really seen you on very much, but probably because you've been busy. Not bad, kind of. Alright. And there we go. Our little outpost is slowly coming together. It's not pristine yet, but we're getting there. Okay. Right, now let's do the next part. The next part is going to be encumbering myself with so many sticks and branches that it becomes a little crazy. People have been wanting to play everything else? Oh, that's understandable. I've been playing a lot of, but then a lot of things have come out like that have been fairly good. So like, what's it called? RimWorld just released a DLC. Then a few of my friends have been playing the new Mana Lord game. There's a new zombie survival game where you get to like you can survive in your own hometown if you really want to, which is kind of cool. Um, Infection something. There's also another game called Once Human that it's been kind of interesting, and I've been enjoying a little bit of. It's been neat watching all these things come out. Safe to say, we're a little spoiled for choice right now, which is good. That's never a bad thing. And I also picked up a couple new games myself, like as well as I've been playing a little bit of Minecraft on the side. You've heard about the zombie game? Oh, you didn't hear about the zombie game? Yeah, there's a new game that's like called Infection something. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but it's you can survive in, like, it uses real world data, so you can survive like in your backyard if you want, or well in your hometown, which is kind of neat to see if you can kind of survive a zombie apocalypse in at home, or wherever. Yeah, infection zone, something like that. It's neat. You get to like you can, or you could choose to do a last stand wherever you want. You don't have to do it at home. Do it like in the middle of where you think would be the best place to go, and then give it the best shot you got. Yeah, but right now I am currently in the process of sort of controlling this area. So I've got a lure car set up just a little bit further down the way. Um, and then I'm also slowly prepping this next section. We've got an established outpost in it's like a small town that's south of Riverside, which is kind of neat. That might be it. Yeah, it's neat. I've been seeing a few people play that. Got to watch few of my stream friends. It's definitely interesting. I mean, you do whatever you think is best. I think it's an interesting looking game. It looks like it still needs polishing though, a little bit, just a little bit of polish. Like it's a couple of the folks that I've seen playing it were complaining about some of the systems. So maybe it just needs a little bit more. Either that, or perhaps today's standards are just like really, really high, and that's not a bad thing. I think that's a good thing. Raise the standards. Okay, so you played it before. How did you find it? Because I was talking with a couple of folks about it, and it was interesting. They said they liked it, but that they just have too much, kind of. But that could be fixed with difficulty, right? You could always crank up the difficulty a little bit, but they found that they don't need to go out for anything anymore, and that there's not much left for them. Which, I mean, you kind of can set your own goals in a lot of stuff. It's sort of like PZ in that way, right? So I could see, but then again, I've never played it, so I don't know. Maybe it runs dry a lot faster than PZ would. Not sure. Think it has potential. I mean, sure. We'll see, because it definitely has room, like, to grow and such. It needs to be harder. Oh, that's true. That's the thing, though. You got to remember that there's going to be a lot of people out there that are not as skilled in terms of gameplay as a lot of us. So while we may find it easy, other folks may be like, "Wow, this is so hard." You know. So I do agree that there should be harder modes, but at the same time, I do think there should be easier modes as well for the folks that need it. Sort of make it accessible for everyone. And they were all struggling. Yeah, that's because, generally speaking, actually, I don't know if you noticed, but you're pretty good at games. You maybe haven't noticed, but yeah, just saying. There is that. It does depend though as well. What? There's a tree here hidden away. Look at that. That's a stealth tree behind the fence. Imagine getting a neck laceration off that teeny tiny thing hidden behind the fence. That would suck. Alright. I think that's good for now. And now begins the fun part. Well, that's annoying. 1400. I didn't expect him to be coming right today. I suppose I should be paying more attention to that, but it's like, it's fine. 22, 1400, January, question mark, 1994. A little bit lower. Okay. So what day is it, anyways? 17th. Well, it took him 7 days to this time. Good on you, helicopter pilot. I'm a little busy, though, if you didn't notice. Alright, broken knives can go away. It gets 3 times harder. I mean, not always. Some folks don't become streamers. Some folks don't enjoy it. There's actually a few of my friends that they're just not interested in streaming. They much prefer to be viewers. And then there's folks like Kurumi who like to show their accomplishments but don't like to stream, you know? I'd say Kurumi's my friend too, but there's also I'd put Kurumi in a separate classification for that stuff. Because Kurumi is streamer adjacent. Not quite a streamer, but adjacent to streaming. And there we go. Full day of crafting. I broke a ton of knives, and we created 9 piles of spears. And also, we essentially flipped off the helicopter because he kind of came and he left. So. That would be a hell of a run to end in that way. Just imagine, like, you don't even notice, and then by the time you do notice, your character bleeds out. A neck laceration can easily kill your character, especially if, like, for example, right now I was encumbered so much that my character's at 75% HP. So if I got a neck laceration, I would know really, really fast. Usually, because I would see the health moodle and I would see the 3 blood droplet moodle on the side, because that's generally how it goes. Is it's I'm almost always looking, if we were to, if I was to get one of those eye tracker things, you would see that my eyes spend a lot of time up here, a lot of time over here, and then a lot of time here. Sometimes, like, my vision will dart around, but most of it is here. And then some of it is here, and then some of it is here. But I would say most of it is here and here. Like right now, it's like, okay, we're cold. Oh yeah, it's exactly. It is neat kind of to see the different, like, styles. Like, if you were to watch somebody who's just started the game, for example, to someone who's been playing for a while, and then you watch veterans, like people who are like hardened, played for thousands of hours, or, you know, are up at the upper tiers of pro play. They just look at different things. What's even funnier though is a couple of eye trackers I was watching. They don't even look at the screen. Like, they're looking elsewhere. Like, the eye tracker disappears from the screen because they're not looking at the screen anymore. It's hilarious. They're just like, meh. You could almost blindfold them, and they could still. They would still do fine. But yeah, you couldn't blindfold me, and I would do fine in this game. There's no way. It's too much going on in Project Zomboid. Too much stuff you can bump into. Not even just the zombies. The trees alone would kill you. And there's no audio for getting a neck laceration. There is audio, however, for being dead. So at least you'd know if you died. Good trees, Elm says. They're taking way too long. The only issue I have is while I'm away, they might break in. Finish eating my food. Put these away. So tomorrow we're going to be bringing, I think I'll bring 2 things of water. Like 2 pots of water, as well as I want to put the hunting stuff in here, I think, in this hiking bag. And I'll just leave this behind. Because we can make more hunting stuff when we're out there. Thank you very much for the follow. Grab you. Okay, bring you with me. How many rabbits do I have anyways? Okay, we'll bring all of the rabbits that I can fit in my bag. Put them in here instead. Good. We'll go clear those zombies off the generator. Wait, there's no zombies on the generator? But I seen 3 zombies in town. How can they not be on the generator? We can definitely come check on this later. Let's lock you. Grab you. Go slot this over there. Okay, I'm gonna put the this. Okay, so these are my spare hunting traps, so I need them to be here in the event that we need them. Don't really need that active right now, though. Okay. How are the crops doing? Oh, some of the crops are seeding. Nice. These ones are harvestable, and I'm going to harvest both of them right now because we've got an absolute ton of radishes, so I don't need to be worrying about that. These are seed-bearing carrots, so we can package those, put those seeds away, and there we go. We got 20 carrots, and actually, we'll still need to come back here. If I take this with me now, yeah, we can now shut off the generator to no worries at all. Hello. Because there's no more food here. Okay, now we can go. All right. It's been my pleasure there in this area, but it is time we moved on. I should gas up the vehicle before we go though, because it's definitely could use it. And it's not like we can't come back here. We totally can. If I need to recoup, I'm coming back. But it's time to move on. As much as I do want to kind of make this outpost a little bit nicer, I did decorate it a little bit. Decent enough. You flick on the generator. Oh, oops, I left it on. That's okay, though. There's nothing in there for it to power, so it's fine. It's like a fridge. That's it. Single fridge. Alright, good. Can shut it off. Well, it's been nice, town of many names, but it's time to move on. It's funny, this town has like tons of names, right? But nobody named Burnt Town. Poor Burnt Town is just left out. And just ignore that it exists. It's because this place is close to Rosewood, though, I think. So it gets more love than Burnt Town ever will. Plus, it has some eye-drawing features. To be the burnt town? I mean, some folks burn their towns to the ground. It happens. Lots of folks love using fire. So while they don't intend it to be their town to be the burnt town, sometimes it just happens. With the in-game map, many of these towns are actual places. You're true. It's true. And this place has been the subject of interesting arguments for a while. Like folks have done the whole lick skillet thing, where it's not Ekron, it's lick skillet, or it could be it's a fictional place at the end of the day. But at the same time, it's based on sort of a realistic area, right? it, at the end of the day, it's they are making real Ekron, so it's not Ekron, but it used to be Ekron because so it's interesting, but maybe it didn't. And from what I've heard, the devs internal we called it Phallus Lake, um, or Lake Phallus, but I don't know that for sure. It's just what I've heard. I've heard it called Pekron. I've also heard it called Penis Lake, which is Penisville, which is hilarious. Makes me laugh. That one's more recent. I did not hear of that one until recently. Immaturity. But it happens. Alright. Why am I doing what I'm doing? Okay. Okay, potted plant, you're gonna need to move over to here. Because my popsicle fridge needs to go here. Okay, we'll put you there for a moment. I need to go clear the zombies that are in the backyard here in a second. Probably should eat some food before I do that. Use. Stop it. Okay. Right. How many? We have 3. Gonna need a heck of a lot more. Good enough for now. How bad is the drain on it? 0.37. Not too bad. We need a map so often. So something that you can do is rip cheats. Rip cheats are amazing for leaving a trail for yourself. So like if you rip clothing, like here, 1 second. If you rip clothing, you can drop 1, right? Drop 1, drop 1, drop 1. Ta-da! You're leaving now a trail for yourself. Ta-da! You can follow the rip cheat trail. It's not like you're ever going to run out of rip cheats. And even if you do, you can drop other things like twigs or, other such objects. Yeah. Hansel and Gretel would like a word. I'm pretty sure that they are, like, busy escaping witches and such that need to talk to me. Oh, dang it. But yeah, that's what I would do if I really needed to find my way and I was like bad with directions, which I totally am. I am awful with directions. One of my weaknesses is that my sense of direction may as well be negative because I'm just the worst. All right, let's bring you in with me. Put you over here on counter like. All right. Okay, you can go in the fridge. You can go in the fridge. And we're good on weight gain, right? Oh no, I still need to gain weight. This is a surprise. I can go there. Eat you. We got 10 rabbits there, and the rabbits that we have here can go on the floor because I need to cook them. That said, I would like to finish reading my carpentry book. I probably should have finished it before I crafted 117 spears, but you know, it is what it is. We're about to level up strength, which is going to be good. We're going to hit the highest level of carpentry here soon anyway, so it's not that big a deal. I'm going to put you in my bag, actually. And we'll cook these when I get back, but what I really should do is I should lock up, and we should head out. So I'll check the generator one more time before we do so, and we should head over to the car and see if it's good. I can remove this from here. Oops. That's still there. If you're playing on somebody comes across the rip cheat server and they start picking up the rip cheats, I can use these for tailoring. Wonder where they lead. It's like the person who's following behind and the Hansel and Gretel thing, except they're eating the bread trail. Okay, I want to kill you because you have an axe in you. We'll bring it with us, because why not? Thank you. There's a lot of different songs on my instrumentals playlist, but the sim music, whenever it comes on, fits really, really nicely. My list is on shuffle, so it's random. I never know what I'm going to really hear, but usually it fits. Sometimes if I'm not feeling it, though, I'll skip a song. It just depends. My longest run against him, you can do an exclamation point PB sprinters, and it'll show you. I don't remember exactly. I know that I was in the 2,000 range for kills, though. And then you can, I think it's exclamation point PB sprinter death. Oh, no space. All one thing. Skill issue is what I died to. That one's not sprinters. That's my general PB. Yeah, I was like 2,000 something. I didn't do too badly, but at the same time, I just kind of it does suck. PB&J. Is it jam or jelly? Yeah, it wasn't too bad though. I feel like I did pretty good on sprinters. Given how tough sprinters can be, it's like it's an admirable attempt at the very least. I was starting to push into Riverside. Like I actually made it all the way to the river. I was getting my weight up. Everything was going really good. I felt like I had a little bit of like we took over the trailer park, the warehouse, and the what else did we take over? General store, the bar, and the fishing area, like all the way to the river, and part of the trailer park. And we weren't playing on bad settings. If I remember right, it was either ×6 or ×8. It was pretty good, something like that. I don't remember exactly though. It was a good run, but it's like, you know, it is what it is. On Apocalypse? Oh yeah, you'll get there though, don't worry. The game's not too deep. It's definitely wide, but it's not deep. So once you get to that stage where you're sort of perfecting the little things, then that's... The big things don't kill you very often anymore. Although you will still skill issue from time to time. Just know that we all do it. We all skill issue from time to time, and learn from it. Even the best of the best succumb to skill issue. Whether you fumble your keys, press the wrong key at the wrong time, or you just make sure, like, there is a little bit of Jenkins Zomboid, but it's not enough that you wouldn't, you would really blame Zomboid for a death, you know? And yeah, that's another thing that softens the blow a little bit, is that the game tells you you're gonna die in the beginning. So it's like, you know, when you do die, embrace it. It's okay. Your story ended, and your newest story is about to begin. Zomboid is very much a game of many books being written, and they all have definitive ends. Unless somebody chooses to stop playing a character. But then that character is essentially waiting for their eventual end. Because, yeah, people can get bored and people can then, you know, stop playing, but... By jumping from a second story window? Oh, that happens. Sometimes you click on the window by accident and your character leaps out, and if you have even a little bit of damage at the beginning and you're encumbered just a little bit, well, I mean, your character's probably SOL. A good example would be one of Mark Martin's bigger runs. It was over a 200k plus run, right? He clicked on the window by accident, and his character leapt out and fell to her death. It was really sucky, because he was so close to beating his PB at that point. Thankfully, since then, though, Mark has beaten his PB. I still need to beat my PB as well, but I don't expect that I'll be able to do that in this run. Not for a while. My PB has been set a little bit high, which is not a bad thing. It's good, but at the same time, I never anticipated my own runs getting to that point where I would be able to like solo exterminate an entire town and multiple. But we're at that stage now where I can comfortably say that with enough prep, I can definitely down a town. Yeah, that's not bad. Definitely not bad at all. I mean, you can really raise those numbers if you use like whatever skill you max out first. If you just keep using it, I maxed out short blades in that run, and if I had just kept using it instead of trying to max out everything, you can raise your kill averages by a lot. But the problem is I want to have a perfect character. That's part of it as well, right? I want all the gold. With enough prep, you might make it out of the house you respawn in. Well, so the first step to that is opening the door and walking outside. And from there, I mean, you make your own goals, whether or not you're going to choose to, run off and power level your character and then come back and take back what's yours, or if you're going to go base somewhere else. There's no real limitations in that regard. Okay, I am just gonna plop you down there. And there we go. Rested and good. Okay, I want to go back to the house a little bit early. But yeah, it's a matter of time. Although when I very first, like last year, when I first took a more serious interest in Zomboid, I was taking notes and studying the game religiously for weeks, months even. Given the style of person that I am, I really wanted to know and think like figure out everything. And there's still new stuff that I learn very frequently in this game. I wouldn't go as far as to say that I know everything. There's no way. You just can't. Especially because the game is changing, right? And will be changing. Yeah. I played blind for a large portion of time. But eventually, you start watching content and you start looking for a goal. My goal was to look for a goal in Zomboid. And I came across the Reddit thread where Lamprey posted his 10-year run. I'm like, that's a cool goal. Maybe I'll shoot for that. Not realizing how big an undertaking that actually was. However, in saying that, that is one of the things in sort of to have an effective goal is to have a goal that's nearly impossible. A big goal that you probably will never reach. And then shooting for it. Wholeheartedly shooting for it. Because that is what I did. I was wholeheartedly hoping that I could, at that time, and now I'm more realistic with it. It's like, could I hit it? Yeah, realistically I can, but it will take me a long time. The time commitment is a little bit daunting, and I know for a fact that Build 42 will get released before I'm able to even get close. So, because I don't kill nearly as fast as those folks like Twist, Lamprey, Gaz. They're speed killers. I'm more of a relaxed kind of. I kill things gradually. I take days off from killing to decorate and to relax. What goals should a newbie have? Survival. It's the easiest goal that you can set up for yourself. Survive and clear the area. Make sure your area is relatively safe. Don't ever feel comfortable. And then survive and get past your first winter. In my opinion, first winter is something that new players should strive towards beating. If you can survive till March 1st, your survival knowledge will have fairly adequately been checked, kind of. So long as you're kind of like if you survive on junk food throughout the whole winter, I mean, but you did survive the whole winter, right? The average life expectancy of a PZ character in my head is a month, a single month, 30 days. That's partially because I consider marathon gameplay and sprinter gameplay canceling each other out. So the endurance level of marathon gameplay going for years at a time is canceled out by the multitude of deaths that sprinter runs pull out. So let's call those two things canceled as a result. They cancel each other out, right? Because marathon gameplay goes for ridiculously long, while sprinter gameplay is often very short. I mean, it's much harder, that's why. But yeah, the average lifespan of a PZ character being a month. My average lifespan is a lot less, actually, because I only have 2 runs that go above a year, or no, 3, maybe 4 runs that go above a year, like a handful at the very most. But I have thousands of deaths, at least, probably well, within the hundreds of like not hundreds of thousands, but between hundreds and 1,000 deaths in CDDA. So my player life expectancy would be actually a lot lower than a month if I had to guess. Because if you average it out, it'd probably come out to be about, a week, maybe a little bit longer, maybe 2 weeks. Because I've made it to the house a few times and then just died because of issues, skill issues. But yeah, I think a month is fair for the whole community, all of PZ. You always die on the first day. I mean, you'll get there eventually. There's a few strategies for it that work really well. What do you mean needs to be cooked? There's rabbit meat right here that I can use. Always getting eventually tired and dying. Okay, well, just take your time with it. If you realize what exactly is killing you, then you'll have a better chance at surviving. If you're getting tired very frequently and that's what's killing you, then, manage your character stamina a little bit better so that you're not feeling as pressed. You'll figure it out, though. Don't worry. Everybody is able to accomplish whatever they want. It's just a matter of, figuring out what's best for you. And how you learn about it, So we all have our ways and methods of learning. Not bad. We're starting to get back up into the hundreds. Okay, we'll eat that tonight. Get a nap in. Before we do that, though, let's read another little bit of this book. Yeah, dumb things can kill me too. Well, you can see like I have two recent deaths in this challenge specifically, where one time I was distracted, and another time I just misplayed. I let my character get too fatigued, and she just died as a result of me getting caught on a tree while also being way too fatigued. There was no reason for me to be that level of fatigued. Literally no reason. Yet I was. I'm just gonna read the rest of this book just so that it's done, so I don't have to think about it anymore. All right, see, that's kind of cool. It's definitely fun to play PZ as a like a with community, like with family, friends. PZ is very special like that. Done. Let's go check the backyard. Didn't think there would be anything. You never know. That's good. See, the playlist knows that you're paying attention, so that's why it's playing different songs. Sentient playlist. Cool, free. Okay, let's go kill that zombie, and then we'll head over to the next thing. Get a bit of a rest. Yeah, no worries. Enjoy. I would much prefer that you get work done and then procrastinate. Is it procrastinating if you've already done the work? I mean, not really. Procrastination would be implying that you are putting off work that you should be doing. So, no. However, there's more work that you could be doing. You should be doing it. That's how that works, right? Cheeky. There's always more work to be done. It's just not wrong. There's always more work to be done. Can you procrastinate at procrastinating by getting your work done? Yes, that is a possibility. It is important to do sometimes, at least in my head. Keeps you sane. Uh, You work at home, so you get more stuff done quickly. That's kind of good. I work at home sometimes. It's relative, though. Depends. Sometimes we gotta go out of town, sometimes we gotta supervise. It varies depending on the day. Oh. Mm-hmm. Could have been near. Oh yeah, absolutely. Some things it would just be better if they were done at home. But there is part of a reason for that. Whether it's cheaper for them to expect you to be there, or their systems are not very good, and because they're using outdated systems, or like it always depends on the business itself. Because not every business is going to be paying for brand new stuff. They're going to be using whatever works and whatever was best for them, right? It's like airports. Airports are the same. Some of the technology at some airports is just ludicrously out of date. But it works. So why would they change it? It's one of those, it isn't broken, so let's not fix it. Could you imagine? My goodness. Which is so in some cases over 50 years old. It wouldn't surprise me that's how that goes. Oops. I was supposed to leave you on. Like I remember the old systems that we were using, and just wondering why. Why don't they update? Why don't they get better tech? Because they don't need to. What they have works, so why would they change it? Hi, by the way. I did say it in my head. I don't know if I said it out loud. That's why I'm saying it again if I've said it multiple times. Sometimes I do that. I don't know if that's something everybody does, but sometimes I will say things in my mind and they don't come out of my mouth. And other times, there are times where I should have not said something out loud and should have just said it in my mind. Because some things are like were inside thoughts. Why are you bringing them out? They're not good thoughts. Like treating the zombies like they should be a point system, where when I run them over, I get extra points. That's not very nice. Shouldn't do that. Shouldn't even say that out loud. That's mean to the zombies. Plus, I shouldn't be doing that anyways because it doesn't count as towards my kill score. Still, it is somewhat satisfying to run them over sometimes. It's like an oops. I mean, yeah, but there's still that part of me that's like, oops, there goes a little bit of hood percent, but at the same time, it's like, but that zombie was in the way. It was their own fault. How much of it is my fault? I mean, if you're standing on a highway when you shouldn't be, it is still bad and you shouldn't run the person over, obviously. But in the terms of a video game, that mid-sentence oops. That moment when you've said something that you just wish that you could control Z, but you can't. It happens. It's okay. Live with your mistakes. It's alright. We all make them. I'm not gonna dwell on those sorts of things because there's no point in it. Let's eat some food. Okay. If you don't mind grouping up around that van while I eat my meal. Cool, another axe. Interesting. You have an axe in you? Yeah, you did. Where? Oh, I'm like looking around for a standing up zombie, and no. It's you, Captain Crawl. I maybe should have rested first. But it's okay, we'll kill these ones. surprisingly decent amount. Nope, nothing. Okay. Get rid of you. Put you in my bag. Equip you. Okay, let's go clear out the rest of the group that's on the car and then go home. Alright. Time to go home. Oh, we crested 37,000. Nice. Right now I'm waiting for the 40k though. Kind of. Kind of, sort of. Only partially. Cabbage. Radish. Oops. Grab half. Half of these rabbits can sit on the floor. Like that. Okay, we've read our book already, so we don't need to read any books right now, I don't think. Because we don't have... No cooking, no farming, no. Game hour. We're sleeping. Not bad. Another 200. Solid. Oops. Most bases you see are cozy in winter? They really are, aren't they? They seem so nice, so warm. My goal right now is to retake this kind of area, and then I actually want to go up here and I want to go get my stuff back. Because we've... Remember way ages ago when we left a bag of watches and I said I was going to go back for it? Well, that's happening today, I hope. It's been a couple of weeks, but I'm finally gonna follow through. You know, I had hopes of getting that bag of watches back ages ago, but unfortunately, I underestimated the amount of zombies that were in the area at that time. So, due to having underestimated how many zombies were around, I ended up nearly screwing myself over. Petra Farm, remember? I went on a side quest line to kill off Phallus Lake. Yeah. And collect all the loot. And train. It was a training montage, secretly. Secret training montage. Plus, it thinned out the zombies, sort of. It just stretched them out over the course of the whole area. We're about to level up strength, so... I should be able to wear this. How much longer on the strength level up, anyways? Oh, it's like 3K off. I'm silly. I need to wait. Actually, before we get going, let's a little rest. Yeah. Hello, Kumi. How are you? Mentioned Kumi in conversation earlier. I said that Kurumi is like in between streamer and not streamer. Because you're not a streamer, but I mean, honorary. Streamer adjacent. That's what I called you. you. You kind of are a streamer. Sort of. Sort of, kind of. You don't stream. You're a streamer that doesn't stream. Pre-streamer. For some reason, I feel like that term would make a lot of sense. Is that a katana? That's another katana. It fell in the pile, though, so that's awkward. I didn't really even see it until it was too late. This game really wants me to train Longblade up. Either that or it wants me to have katana hubris and die again. I don't know. I'm wary of it. It's a trap. Thank you. I'm not the only one that thinks it. The game's trying to tempt me with katanas. It's like, go ahead. Get your long blade to 10. Feel free. You know you want to. I kind of do, though. Like, it's like, there is a part of me that's very much is like, but I could, you know. We'll do it later. That zombie is fixed. Alright, let's go over here. Interesting. Is that like an emote, Kurumi? I'm curious. Doesn't look like an emote to me because I don't have any of those things. It probably is an emote. Or is that just something that you're saying like out loud? I'm saying random stuff. Fair. I used to say the stuff like that. And I still do from time to time. Get arrested, head back to the car, have another go. Probably shouldn't just be grabbing watches on my way by, but I just can't help it. I must get to Electrical 10 again, because why not? There's no reason not to. Round 2. We go over here. Yeah, I can't help it. Middle of fighting, exerted, zombies chasing me, scooping down, picking up a watch, taking it apart, putting it back. I think these parts can go in the generator. I'm not exactly sure how the watch parts go inside the generator, but, you know, I'm pretty sure they can. This universe is very strange. Tiny watch parts to fix generator. And car. And radio. They're all the same. Everything runs on the same thing. And it looks like a Nintendo. Like old school Super Nintendo. Also, if you look really closely at the electrical parts, you can see there's a screwdriver there. Why can't you use that screwdriver? Ah, yes. Because it's a video game. That's right. It's a union screwdriver? I'm not part of the zombie union? Aww. That's a union screwdriver. Can only be used by certified members. I also think that it's very interesting that all of the screws in this universe are the same. That only need one screwdriver, a flathead. And I mean, I guess that's not entirely untrue. Because you kind of can pretty much unscrew everything with a flathead screwdriver. But still. If only you could fix your car with dismantling a few watches. You can unscrew everything with a sledgehammer. That is very true. Womp. It's open now. Get a rest in. Return to my car. We're actually almost done this section, which is nice, because apparently quite a lot came down from the other car, because it probably wasn't rendered in, to be fair, to the other car. Alright. Progress. Hmm. There we go. Perfect. We are starting to run out of weapons, though. I may need to go back, or we can use the katana that we have there. Probably just going to use the katana. It would be for the best. Depending on how bad it is. Goodness, I don't actually know if I can get the car back, given our current weapons. Because I have, what, one stick? Right now? Yeah, I mean, I could... We forge up a branch, or two branches. I can make another 2 spears. We can clear the car. Or at least clear enough of the car that I can... Alternatively, I could save myself the trouble and... Well, fingers crossed we can manage to push them off of that. Hard to say. I definitely can pull some of them off it. Can I pull enough of them off it that... Hard to say. If we're lucky with maintenance rolls... Maybe. Not quite perfect, but nearly. Right, let's go grab another one. We good? No, not all of you. Only some of you, please. The rest of you stay there. Yay. Get rid of these. There's just not enough rain. I don't really like them because it's visually obscuring and it's hard to see sometimes. That's part of why they're fun, but also part of why I don't like them because it's just like I don't like to strain my vision too much. It's part of why I have the outline on in the first place is because I don't like to strain my vision. So being able to tell where the zombies are is helpful. Plus, sometimes I miss them, right? Can help make it so that you can aim just a little bit easier. There's some folks who really, really hate the aim outline, though. Some folks, rightly so, though. It is a bit immersion breaking, I can understand that, but it's like, it's okay. You can play with the aim outline or without it. Does not matter. Do what makes you happy. It does still lie sometimes. So even if you have it on, you shouldn't trust it as gospel. It's a guideline at best. I still get plenty immersed even without worrying about that. It's a lot easier to see where you mess up as well if you have the aim outline on. Yeah, it's the beauty of sandboxes. You can do it. You can turn it on if you like it, or if you don't like it, you don't have to have it on. That's why a lot of the features I'm really keen to see in the future. Like they'll have settings. You can turn them on or off. Maybe even like things like the fishing minigame will have settings where you'll catch more fish if you play the minigame, but if you don't, you'll still catch some, you know? So it's like, if you want to min-max, you're gonna have to play the minigame. Maybe. We don't know how that stuff's gonna go entirely. I'm kind of half-heartedly hoping that husbandry and hunting become the meta, because that would be cool to like have to track down the deer and learn their patterns, kind of, and like it'd be neat to do tracking and like actually like chase after the deer, kind of. Yeah. Right. Oh, new record for daily kill count. Still hasn't beaten my PB daily kill count, but it's getting there. We almost killed 600 today. 598. Not bad. You just would fight less in the dark. You'd want to be fighting in daytime a lot more. Or in, like, snow like this in winter. Everybody has their own playstyles, though. There's a large portion of the PZ community that just never makes it to winter. Which is, you know, it's a tough game. It's brutal. A tough love kind of game. Well, it's not just you. Majority. Like a large portion of the PZ community. Like I said, the average life expectancy of a PZ character is in, and I'm being extremely generous. I've had tons of people tell me that it's less than a month. They're like, no, the average is like a week, maybe 2. I'm like, nah, you'd be surprised. There's a lot of people who can survive for quite a while in the PZ community. And there's tons of people who are offline, they don't stream, and that they can survive for, you know, years in game. They just get bored. And I believe you can survive longer than that, for sure. You imagine that? To get bored eventually? I mean, it'll happen. There are times, even when I was playing my PB run, or times when I play like this one, where I need a break. Because it's like, you know, you pour in tens, if not hundreds of hours into a playthrough, and it starts to feel samey. There's also a bit of stress that goes into it too, right? Because you want the playthrough to keep going and thriving, but also it's like as the playthrough gets longer and longer and you get further and further along, there's almost a sense of relief when you finally do die. It's like it's a sort of it's not a chore, it's just that it goes on for a while. Is that another katana? Seriously, the game is like screaming at me to do long blade. It's like, do long blade. Should I indulge the game's force of katanas? Like, or should I just ignore it? Do long blade. Do long blade. I mean, they're not an omen for me. They're just a long blade weapon. Fairly good. But who knows? Maybe it is an omen. Maybe I'm going to lose the run right now. I'd like to hope not. Yeah. He said it very sincerely. I'm free! Because that's how I felt too. And anyone who's played a marathon game that's this long will tell you the same. It's like not this long, but like double the length or triple the length, like 3-4 years in game. Like you can ask any of the marathon streamers when we finally do succumb to our mistakes, we're like okay, start up again. It's one of those things. It's so nice, but the fun part about it is building to your character to the point where they are like this, where they're very, very strong. Like I'm not even at the end game yet. I'm in mid game still. Mid to like we crested the mid game when we defeated Phallus, and when we got our spear to level 7. When spear hit 7, that's approximately where I would say we hit the mid game. We're not quite at end game yet because we don't have any skills maxed. Once we get a weapon skill max, then you're starting to approach endgame. Because you can set at that point your character can start really tearing through hordes. Because right now we're not quite there. We're almost there, but not quite. Oh yeah, it's almost as exciting. Oh, yeah, look at that day. 586, not bad. Puts into perspective that you don't really gain that much in terms of XP gains. Between like 2 to 500. It's kind of the same. Samey. I want these to be in the garbage. Radish. Carrot. No, alrighty. Best of luck. Enjoy your sleep. I'm actually gonna pause myself. I need to AFK for a moment so that I can refill my tea. So I'll be right back.